Hello there, and welcome to Prison Architect, Obsidian Penitentiary, episode 46. Maybe or maybe not canon episode 46. If the next episode is 46, then it's not canon. And here's why. Today, probably yesterday for when you're watching the video, Prison Architect got a surprise update. Now, first things first, see this shop, have a look at it, it's gorgeous, all the shelves are full, and the few boxes but not many. I'm about to grab the guard here, can you just come here please? Thank you, guard. See how the shop is nice and done? Yeah, well, every time I load this save up as a test, they're going to bring a massive delivery of the goods. See, there's a new one there, and then there's a new one there, and then there's a new one over it, there. They're bringing a whole ton of shop goods, and it really does, it fills up the shop. Again, to its maximum, like we had originally when the shelves were empty and the prisoners had to do it. So either it's broken, or they've changed something, and whatever way it is, it's massively overloading that shop. That is not a major issue though, because the shop can deal with that. I have to make sure my storage is a bit bigger, but that's fine. But this update brought with it one very, very nice thing. It brought with it, under extras, under map settings, staff needs enabled. Pause immediately, because I have to talk about this before we play it. Okay, so I've loaded this map up about 5 times now just to play around with it before I started recording. And we get this new button over here called staff needs. Boom, there are your staff needs. Now, bladder and bowels, very simple. Put a toilet in a staff only area or in a staff room and they'll use it. Not a problem, easy. Rest, that's fine. The guards will go and rest when they get tired. Environment means that obviously if they're getting cold outside and it's rained on, they get a bit annoyed, and if the floors are grubby and stuff like that, they get, you know, normal stuff. Normal stuff. Recreation, the guards themselves want access to TVs and arcade machines, radios, stuff like that, and pool tables that we've got in the staff room over here. They want stuff to do. Again, fine. Safety, if they are a normal guard with no body armor, no tasers, nothing like that, and they're in max sec with this prison's entirely max sec, then they get a bit uncomfortable. You know, I'm in a max sec prison, I'm not really going to protect myself, I could get killed. Understand. It's this one here, this one has the problem. The problem with food is if they get to the point where they're almost starving and they get really annoyed that they're starving, but you have loads of food but it's not their break time, they won't eat. So they get more annoyed, and then it's like, okay, and then when it's their break time, they go to get the food, and if they run out of time because they don't get to the food in time, they don't eat. It makes them more annoyed. And the problem is, when guards get annoyed and they get into a fight with a prisoner, they don't just stop when the prisoner's unconscious. They keep going as if that prisoner was a cop killer. And in all the tests I've run, I've had over 30 deaths and at least 1 riot in all the tests. So that's why this episode may not be canon. If that happens again, I have to turn it off for the sake of the series. So we will be doing 36 again. So that's just my little disclaimer at the beginning of the video. It has taken me 3 minutes 37 seconds of recording time to get that out the door. Probably less because I might edit the bit out at the beginning. But yes, so that's the thing. So immediately, the reason why it's paused right now is because I have things to build so they don't kill all the prisoners. Okay? So, first things, we are in need of toilets for their bladder. Now, I have figured out, I got a room there for 1 toilet there, and 1 toilet there. Also, in this block over here, this area is not a cell, so we can put in here 3 toilets. Perfect. We'll pipe those in while we're here. They go there, and then they pipe into that. Okay, so that's them done. Over here, back into this area. I put the toilet there, so bring that to there. Pipe that into that pipe there, and that toilet there. Pipe in there. These ones are in a public corridor area, so let's give them a wall, shall we? Little bit of privacy. Boom, bitty boom, boom, and then boom, 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 and then a door. As you can see, I've done this a few times already. Door opens upwards, door opens to the right. Okay, so they got doors there. The ones over there, they're like urinals, you know, they're in the public area, but this is a little private room. To make sure it stays a private room, we're going to actually make this one a staff only, and that way it gets flagged as the guards can use it. We have to keep an eye on this one because these two rooms become open the moment they're allowed to, but that is fine. That is the first thing. Now, second thing is we need a canteen. Now, as a quick temporary measure, a quick canteen is we can make by just literally taking out one of these rooms. But we can make a better canteen by taking two of them. Now, my original idea was to take two across there, make it a wide canteen. I'm going to go top and bottom so the guys can come in the top or bottom door. I'm going to remove that parole office and that office. Okay, just going to remove those two straight outright. That is roughly centre. Let's go with the ones next to it. Let's go to these two. Let's remove these. So if we go rooms, remove those two rooms. And we go materials, remove that wall. And we go objects, remove those things. I don't want any of the things in here right now. That radiator will get put back in, but in a more useful place. That one's fine, but that one's probably going to go there. Right. If we do that, and we ask the builders to do this as a priority, because this is the killer one, go. Right. So, it's got to. Oh, it's my what do you call the guy? Yeah, it's the death row guy. I wonder why we just sort of then didn't go back out into the world. So as you can see, I left the needs up here. I'm just going to bring that up a little. We'll shrink it down if we find the corner piece. Thank you. Just bring it there for now, just so we can see it, because I've been getting deaths. There is one death that seems to be almost inevitable every time. Right. So this room here is going to be staff only, and it's going to be a canteen, which will make it a staff canteen. See? They've thought about that. Then in here, because it's a canteen, we want to have serving table. Now I want to have at least 2 serving tables. So one there and one over here. Can't put it there because of spacing, so let's put it there and flip there. Perfect. Normal table can go. Kind of like the idea of not having enough tables in here. I'm going to take that room as well at some point. Give me a table. We'll go that way, might as well. Give me the table there, and give me a bench. There and there. That gives me 8. Yeah, it's 4, 8 seats. That'll do quite nicely, and we'll prioritise them pre-built. I probably end up taking this office as well because I need an extra table because it gets kind of messy pretty quickly. So let's demolish this wall. Let's also remove your crap from the room. Boom, 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 boom. And in fact, that radiator this time around can actually get removed from there. And we should be okay. Okay, and also prioritise that. I want to make sure this room is up and running as fast as possible because this room could be the one that destroys or saves the entire lot. There we go. Right, so they are removing those final bits. I want to get another table in there. I can come on, remove it. Remove it. There you go. Pause again. I want to make sure this is done quickly and as fast as, well, yeah, quickly and fast as possible is the same phrase. Put the table there, put the benches there and there. I don't need the extra ones building as rapidly, but I'm just going to leave that as a fast build, and we'll do the floor in a moment. Okay, so this is that still staff room? Nope, it is still, I think it's an office right now, so let's do that. Rooms, canteens, and expand that into there. There we go. Once it's all built, they should be quite happy to say it's a canteen. There are a few things to build. There's one. Okay, so hopefully get those done in a few moments. These rooms have not been done yet because they're not deemed as important. This is the most important. Okay, that should actually class itself as done. Any moment now, done. Okay, perfect. We now have a staff canteen. Does it still think it's staff only? It does. Good. So the very minimum requirements are in. The problem we've got right now, pause, is, remember I said about these trucks? Look at them. Look at them. The problem is, the guard's food is going to be at the back of that chain. Because guards don't get food from the normal kitchen. So we have to deal with that. Now, to deal with that, we jail door, lock this open, jail door, lock that open. For fast access, we need to go to our staff and we need to bring our number of workers up a little bit. And while we're here, let's just get the extra 2 guards in there we kind of lost earlier. Workers, go! Okay, also, for some reason, which I don't know why, it might have been me, but my guards that are in deployment over here didn't they got forgotten for some reason. I always have guards in this area to open the doors, so that's the one thing. Those guys will really help out getting these logs in as well, which is also a thing, but also means that the canteen will get built a bit faster when needed. Keeping this on screen so we can see the needs as they become a problem. Now, I know there's going to be at least one death because there is a prisoner that's already really annoyed. He's locked up and he's kicks off every single time really early on. Look, they're building that now. Good. And they're bringing the new foods in. Brand new food for the guards is... there. Staff meals. In that one and there, I believe. That's staff meals as well. Nope. So that staff meals there. 2 staff meal crates. At the back of all of that. If that meal demand gets built up, we are in trouble. So it's one of the things where you just kind of need to rush it through. One of the things I have found as well is this storage. If I make that into a temporary deliveries area, like that, then the lorries themselves can pull in and get multiple lorries in the bay at the same time. We don't have any storage, but I can deal with that later. I do like to have storage around, but that will allow us to unload 2 lorries at once and get them processed that bit faster. So I will be removing this at some point. It's just these extra crates for the shop that have caused the problem now. Okay. So far everything looks okay. I'm actually going to quickly jump over to program policies, because this is something else I found. They need 90 minutes, but I found that so far you need to have 4 breaks every 90 minutes. It may not... where's that sec? That's new. I don't know. Oh, okay. Upgrade them. That's fine. Yeah, I found that if you set them to 4 and 90, you get away with it. I think the 2, at least for this side of prison, is not good enough. And 90 minutes go from there to there, eat, and is about right. 60 minutes, they just can't do it. We need more canteens in place for that. Okay, so they can't actually eat yet in here, by the way, even though they're walking around here, because they haven't got any meals in there yet. Also, oh yeah, I forgot about that. They need to bring my chefs up, because the chefs actually, although they don't provide the meals, they do clean the dishes. And without dishes, they can't eat meals. So, you know. They are... what are you waiting for? The driver, okay. And they move in, and then door opens, but you don't go anywhere because of those. But this guy keeps opening the door because... I've noticed as well, they're sort of hanging around outside. Oh, back to staff, please. Thank you. Okay, so the staff, their actual needs, this guy here gets a break at 8, 2, 8, and 2. So 4 times a day he gets a break, which is pretty good. Why is that not leaving? Oh, because there's some Xbox in it. Fine, go! And that one will leave, and the next one pulls up. There we go. So they're unloading them pretty fast now. We're just hoping to get the food. There's the first lot of staff foods. First lot of staff foods on the way in. In fact, I think the first meal may have already been delivered. Can't see because it looks like the same crates as the others. But if we go over here, we'll see if the canteen has one. I don't know. But you know what I'm going to do? Let's put down the white tile floor. Is it white tile for them? No, I'm using... they can have wooden floors. It's a nicer floor for them. Wooden floors are nicer, I find. There we go. Floor's not important, so it will be a secondary install. Aha! Right, now these are done. Are these... yeah, see that? They need to be staff only for the staff to use them. So there they go. 2 toilets ready for staff. We can see up here that we have 1 staff member currently having a pee somewhere. They need to pee. Leave them alone. We have 4 prisoners coming soon. 1 is death row. Excellent. We now have a guard in trouble. This could be... oh no, he's not annoyed yet. That's fine. There we go. So you have to keep an eye on the guards because they get these little notifications like it'll say like hungry and then But then we've got some more guards having a pee. 17 guards are currently peeing, which is interesting since we only built 5 toilets. But okay. I'm not quite sure where they're peeing, but they're peeing. Okay, here we go. We now have 5 staff that are concerned about the need and 7 staff that are currently eating. So we get to see how the staff do their foods. So the staff get really nice tasty food. Look at that. They get bananas and apples and oranges, and they get sandwiches and crisps. And here's the guy picking up some food. Picked up 3 sandwiches because he's a greedy guy. This guy on break. I'm gonna go sit down, eat my meal. Yum 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 yum. But my break starts at 9 and 3, and it is now 3:50. So he arrived about 15 minutes to spare on his meal. So this guy here, these guys have just arrived. They are not going to have time to eat. So watch this. It's now 4 o'clock, and they sit down to eat. And oh yeah, I gave them 90 minutes, didn't I? They got another half an hour, so they've arrived with more time than these guys here have just arrived. These guys actually have got 5 minutes left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then mealtime is over. Okay, now very quickly, they're fine, they're fine. That guy's fine, that guy's fine, they're fine. You, however, didn't make it into the room. That's okay. So 90 minutes is borderline. I might have to increase that to 2 hours. So they get 2 hour and a 2 hour lunch every 4 times a day could be problematic for staffing numbers. This guy here is now on a break. He's just turned up. She's just turned up for food, and then yum 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 yum. Eat my banana in a weird way, and okay. So everything seems to be going down pretty well. And then they come in, they all grab the stuff. The trays are going down, the food's going down. That's why you need the extra cooks for, because if you don't have the extra cooks, the dishes don't get done. Over here, you can see the cooks are currently busy running around, but no one's actually doing dishes. It might be worth actually, temporarily at least, grabbing an extra 5 cooks just to get those dishes done. I don't know if we need it to be permanent, but we're going to get more canteens. It's fine. So far, everything's good. Day 53, day 54 is when everything goes to crap normally, so not writing it off just yet, but we'll find out in a moment. I am going to go through this. It might be a little longer than normal episode, because I want to make sure we're good. All 60 guards are currently busy. Alright, 14 of them are on a break, so we need more guards to compensate for the being on breaks. Let's get them 5 more? No, give them a full 10 more. 70 guards, because to take off the break, there's 14 on break, so it should be enough to keep us going. But it says there, at the top here, there are 12 on breaks, 13 doing jobs, 3 patrolling, 30 stationed. So this should be okay. But you see all the food that are being left now, they're messy, aren't they? Oh, I wonder if we put a bin in there, it'll actually help them out. Bin, 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 bin. Oh, we have a spare bin as well. Put the bin there. Oh, wrong way around. There. I don't know if the bin will make a difference, but we'll find out. Also, we can, give them a radio while they're in there. Because, they're having them food, why not give them a radio to listen to? There we go. Radios probably do help them in some extent. But, this took like 4 attempts to get this before to the point where they're not writing by day 2. So we'll find out if it's worked. I don't know if it does. We'll find out. But there's the radio. That should make them a little bit happy to be in that room. If you put the serving table in the staff room or in the main an area that's not a canteen, they will to some degree use it. But it seems to be really iffy and picky whether they will or not. So make a canteen. It's a more reliable way of doing it. Because my first thing was I built the canteen, the thingy there. Just put the till there. They were happy with that, and they grabbed some food from it, and then they righted because they didn't get enough food, the times and everything. Second time I placed one over here in the staff room. They just wouldn't use it. Third time I placed one here, but there wasn't enough time, so the righted. Then the fourth time. This is the fourth time basically, I think. So my advice is, if you're going to use this, have a backup save. Basically, when you load the game up and you say I want to do this mode, save it under a different file name so that if something screws up, you don't lose your prison. I have a file save per episode, so if I need to roll back this episode, I can do. So, I plan ahead on these sort of things because changes happen. Okay, just then I noticed it. These guys were, this guy here, 2 till 8. It is now, yeah. This person here was heading for food and got to there and had to stop. Now, if they could get to continue for food, I don't know. I don't think they do. No, you see, they're going back into the job. They won't have a break for a while. Hopefully, they can get back here for food later on. That's why I put them 4 breaks in hopes that they can at least rotate themselves into the food at some point. But my problems occurred on the day 54, so we will find out if that becomes a problem. We have a lot of people moving now as well. I believe that backlog there has now been solved. This has been dealt with. We can now put this back to storage. You know what? I might just make that part there storage. Just to have a bit of storage, but also have a delivery area going all the way down here. Shouldn't bother anybody right now, and if it does, we'll move it. You're okay. And look at that. That's what I mean. We had that before. I don't see a reason why we have this now. So either it's... I know the goods on the shelf need to be done, but... oh, is it tasing? Okay, here we go. This person here. This person has high blood requirement, high bowel requirement, food and comfort and rest. They need everything. Their break is 4 till 10. They are currently pissed off. And the problem with them is... They only have like half an hour left to get to a toilet, and they're not going to a toilet right now. But look at that. They're just sort of moving and peeing where they are. The problem is, when that person gets into a fight, and they will get into a fight, because it's natural tasting, they won't stop. They will beat that prisoner. Now this one looks like the one I've been waiting for. Yep, that's the first death we get every single time. This guy and this guy fight each other. The guard loses. So because of that, could you all actually no? Because this is my you're on a break, you're on a break, you're on a break, you're all on break. I don't want to have anyone on a break right now because I got to, aren't I? Because they need them to go to a break. You guys go. The guard's dead already anyway. That guy does the job. You're on a break. Why are you? Here we go. Get him. 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 And done. Excellent. Okay. None of you guys are pissed off, which is lucky for us because he would have died as well. Although in the long term things, it's not a major issue. When you have 43 deaths in a test episode, yeah, one is not too bad. So that one was expected to happen. And there's my costs. New people coming up. Let's clean that back up again. I hate this resets every single time. Ooh, one other thing I want to do is keep an eye on. Stop doing that. Make that work properly. Put that there. I need to see the time. Stop. Thank you. Put that there. Clean that up a little bit. I keep making it shrink it down because if I put my cursor on the bar, it should at very least move the bar as I want it. That'll do fine. I want to see the death counter down there just in case anybody else dies. One of the things I did notice is on the prisoner side, the clothing need, there it is building up over time. And that's actually, I think, just because it's understaffed in there right now. So let's go into logistics, give them maximum staff in there. And the library, we can put some more stuff in there. We got the business for that now. That's already maxed out. That's already maxed out. That's already maxed out. That's already maxed out. And that's already maxed out. I'm not giving them access to the kitchen this time around if I can help it. So it should be okay for now. Now, the food area seems to be doing its job nicely. These guys are actually heating their food quite nicely. Another guard. I don't know where that is, but someone's having a fight somewhere. I don't know where, but they are. So now we have to watch sort of monitor guards all the time. Now, I think we got it down to a point where that was you. Now, here's my question. You're okay and you're okay. So beat the prisoner. Done. Okay. And search them. Oh. Search them. We found contraband. We found a weapon. Aha. Lindsay, you are going to solitary for 12 hours. Hope you enjoy it there. Okay, so I think we got it down to. I think we got it roughly down to a point where it's not going to just flip out randomly. But I am sort of waiting till the end of day 54. Like I said, this episode will be a little bit longer than normal ones because I want to see if it works. If it does work and we're good, then great. If it doesn't work, then we have to call it a non-canon episode, and we'll revert to the previous mode until the a patch comes out. No introversion. There'll be a patch in like 2 days' time to fix the balancing on it, which will be fine. That's what they usually do. They usually balance it pretty well a day after it comes out, just after people start reporting issues, which I must admit they're damn good on that. So all those needs are actually improved. I hate the fact that this continues down like that though. You can't read it when it does that, but you need to shrink it down so you can see the other details sometimes. Right, so the canteen appears to be working okay in my. Like I said, play around with it, make sure you get it right. But it took me loads of time to get this to a point where they can actually eat their meals and not be problematic. This guy here, for example, is closing in on the end of their lunchtime. End of lunchtime now. Everyone who just walked in that room is now not able to eat, including you with a high food demand and you with not high food demand. So you can see it works around. Right now we've got food. We've now got at least 12 guards that desperately want to refill. So they can't actually do it because it's not long enough. So the only way to sort of really deal with that is to increase that from 90 minutes to 120 minutes. 120. There we go. That's a 2-hour lunch, which is not a problem right now. I can reduce that once we build another canteen somewhere. But is that sandwich all right, mate? It appears to be a bit on the wooden side, don't you think? There you go. He ate the door sandwich first. So if you crank up the time, they will go back and continue eating. So give them more time to eat. Hopefully that will help them out. And we'll play around. We'll have to fiddle with it a little bit back and forth. But seriously, man, stop eating the doors. The prisoners will escape. Speaking of eating the doors, I have left those doors open, didn't I? Those were only left open to get that bit done. So let's turn those off and turn that one off. There we go. We're not making as much money as we were before, and I can solve that by getting rid of some of these workers. I literally bought a crap ton of workers just to help get through that big rough, get rid of all them things coming in. I mean, we got food coming in, it's not a problem. Open that door. Here comes the van. Both vans pull in and stop, and then the workers just run in there and empty those vans as fast as they can. Look at that. Dam, 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 dam. And then back to the door. And there's some more staff foods. Excellent. And then go. You'll get very fast to that, but I can get rid of some of these guys now. We don't need 40. Let's make it down to a straight 30. We're going to be doing a build anyway, so let's make sure we keep a few of those guys around. There we go. Food demand is increasing on the staff side of things. As that gets higher, that becomes a problem. So we're going to keep an eye on that as we go forward. Day 54 is about a quarter of the way through. Staff are still eating. Remember, the guards get 4 times a day a chance to eat meals. So hopefully that will that will go down at some point. Hopefully. Right, so I'm going to stop paying attention to the canteen now, and then we're going to nosy at some other little bits. That is just... I have no idea what to do there. I think we definitely need another shop, but whether that's a bug or what, I don't know. It might be a matter of deleting the entire room, replace the room, but it's just... Oh, I don't know. Okay, this is the problem now. The dark blue, that's the critical. They are furious. So now we can find guards that are actually furious about not eating. And those guards are the ones that cause the problems. They will beat the prisoners. So we have to be very, 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 very careful with that. If anyone steps out of line with these people, then it becomes a problem. Just need to find a pissed off staff member. They don't. You're playing pool. You're playing game. You don't appear to be, but I would rather you eat since you're apparently very, very hungry. All right. People. Okay, if you look here, there's no meal dish. The cooks haven't provided any spare dishes, so all the food's there. The guards can't eat. So with my guard count of 69, there's not actually enough of them to do this. Yeah. So it's one of the problems that the guys need to bring in. There we go. Bringing in fresh meal dishes done, and then immediately 5 people are going to head this way and get some food. So you definitely need more people in here to help feed them. Okay, now we've got 11 people on the way here. Will they get here in time? We don't know. Hopefully the ones that are coming here are not the ones that are furious. They're the ones that are furious are the ones that are coming in the next shift when there's going to be more plates for them. But here we go, look at that. New plates. There's about half an hour left to lunch. Hopefully they can eat and get this done. But look, oh, it's going down. Is it going to go down enough? Probably not. 25 staff members are furious. 24, 23. Okay, I think we're getting it underhand, but I don't know if I have the time, because right now it is 5 minutes to, and every guard who just sits down for food is one that's not done. And then everyone back to work. It's not bad. Okay, I think they got there with time. This guy, now it's the next generation, they're coming in. Hopefully those cooks will bring back spare food. Could you guys go get those dishes? It'd be great, you know. Guys, go, 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 go. So we definitely need more serving tables, because that's kind of one of our limitations right now, is that we need another set of serving tables. I can do that, but I haven't really got a place to put one. I can probably get rid of that parole there, but I kind of like having the paroles. The paroles are doing quite good. We definitely need another canteen, basically. Need to build another canteen. Well, while they're doing that, and they're not getting furious, let's go and build another canteen somewhere for them. Where can we put another canteen? We can put one down here. This is staff-only canteen, so foundations. Foundations, thank you. It can be a brick building, it can be just here. There, I'm going to make it nice and big. Boom. And it'll have an entrance or a staff door, right? Let's see, there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that will do fine. Get them to build that. Priority work. Get them to build that, and then we can put down our big staff room there for loads of food. It's not the best place, but we can put another one near the top for another canteen. keep this place running smoothly as possible. Here comes the first chef to clean up the dishes. As long as there are 5 more meals available, hopefully we can get this done pretty quickly. 4. Okay, and then there'll be 3 there. Yep. So only 3 more meals are available right now. 2 and 1. Now 1 more meal and then there are no meals left. That's it. No one else can now get a meal. So that's going to mean that bar there grows rather than going down until at least one of these brings back empty plates. That guy there bringing some dishes. Excellent. And he puts them in. And how many did you brought with you? You brought 3. And you brought 10. So we have spares. That's good. People should now be able to get in there and do it. But we just need more. I think we need more optimization in the dishing world. But there we go. Guy eating a door again there. They do like eating doors, don't they? But there we go. And there's a random piece of food outside. So, generally speaking, we got it on control, but I don't like the fact it's dark purple right there. Prison needs are under control, relatively speaking. But if these guys start beating prisoners, then it's something we can't do with. How are we doing down here? Ooh, you've done it. Pause. Give me materials. I want a brick wall there. All the way across there, brick wall. And then in here, I'm going to ask you to make this a deployment staff only. And I'm going to do this without putting the stuff in here first. So give me a serving table. And I want the serving table to be... I can put one there and one there. That's 2 serving tables. And I can put the other serving table there, 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 and there. Which gives me enough room for normal tables to go there, then 2 gap, there, then 2 gap, there, then 2 gap. Perfect. I didn't even try that one out. There we go. If they can get that done, I can make it into a nice big thing. So I'm going to high priority that building there, get them to put those tables in, and when they've got them in, I'll make it a canteen. But I don't want to make a canteen before then in case the guards come here and there's no food. If we can see immediately there, we have 12 members of staff eating from our new canteen up here. Excellent. We have 14 dishes and 4. I think we got it under wraps to some degree, but I do think we just need to get this. This needs to be optimized a bit more, and also the fact that the guys will just beat prisoners because they're angry needs to be sorted out in a build patch. Okay, that is done there. Good. Taser going off. Waiting for a death icon. No death icon. Okay, that guy wasn't annoyed. This room is now ready to become a. This room's now ready to become a canteen. The only problem with it being a canteen right now is there's no food in there. But there we go. Okay, I can't do food until make it a canteen. So this is now going to become a canteen. Boom, staff canteen. Now they should hopefully start delivering food here pretty damn quickly. And there's enough dish plates thingies here, 27 and some, to do all my staff. This guy's brought food with him. That's fine by me. Oh, we definitely need a set of light bulbs in here, don't we? There. Oop, that's fine. There and there. We need power in here. So if we could bring a power cable straight down, I believe that's where the door is. Oh, please don't be where the door is. Damn it. Move it over 1. The wrong place again, isn't it? Yes, it was. So that should be in the door. Yes, okay, perfect. In the doorway. I don't care about the lights right now, but I care about them being up and running as soon as possible. Hi, guys. So we are definitely seeing to people's needs now. This canteen is up and running. That guy, okay, look at that. Immediately shooting loads of people in there. There are now 10 staff members on the way for food. They're not all coming here because there's only 2 dishes there. So hopefully new food has been delivered into the new canteen. Otherwise, there's not really much use for them to come there for the food. Workers, food these tables. Food the tables. Workers. Put food in the tables. The metal plate. There's some food. Look, 25 meals worth right there. That one. There. Get it in here. Get it moved into the appropriate place. What is that? Just shop stuff. That's fine. If we get those meals into the appropriate place, we can get these hopefully guards eating. They are cutting through these boxes, so hopefully they'll have that sorted out at some point. Down here we've got no meals, which is fine. Not fine, but it's fine enough that I can hopefully have some meals down here, people. Could I grab you to there? I know you're not nearby, you're not, you know, but I want to see if there's any food in here. I can't tell until someone goes in. There's no food currently in here. I need them to bring food to here. It is a staff canteen. Food would be a nice combination. I bet all the food's up here at the moment, isn't it? In here. Yeah, there's loads of food up here. No food down there. Could you bring food to here? It'd be great. Light bulbs? Light bulbs. Done. Now you just need to bring the food. Food? Guys? Guys? Food? We could do with a food delivery of staff food. That's not staff food. And you're not going to go until they finish loading this up. You're all workers. My workers are a bit overworked actually, but look at this. You know what would be really nice? We have like an extra 10 workers. There you go. That really help out, won't it? I like fired them like, what, 10? About 20 minutes ago? Yeah. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now, you are a normal guard who's not a problem. But there, you. Right, somebody there, him. He's pissed off and he just killed that prisoner. That is the problem I'm on about. So we're going to keep an eye on that. He's pissed off because food. His next break is at 3. Okay, your next break is at 3 or 9. So you got an hour before your meal. So anybody who gets near him and annoys him, he will kill. So we have to watch out for that. This canteen still hasn't received food, but they have brought their own food down, which is fine. Not perfect, but fine. I would like to see in there though. You got a food demand. This is growing. Okay. My next thing is basically to try this out. There's another battle going off somewhere. Okay, can't see where, so hopefully it's safe. No, it's there. That prisoner there was killed by that guard who's also pissed off. That's down to 2 now because of that same problem. Right? See what I'm saying now? See how it's building up? So it's building up. Well, you'll find out if it builds up fully or not. I'm going to make that into another episode. So, next episode we'll continue with this mode. And then if it becomes unsustainable, we'll revert back to the previous episode and continue. We have no choice about that. I don't want to run this prison into the ground and say all prisoners died because of an update that screwed it up. If a patch comes out, then great. I've got this set to 4 and 120. There's no way I should be having issues like this. And you see now the prisoners, where is it? Their freedom. Another prisoner is now dead. The same guy beaten by a baton. Yeah. And then full speed. Another one over here. And then bang, bang, bang. Unconscious prisoner gets killed by guard. Yeah, I'm going to end the episode there. And if there's an update, we'll continue with this. If there's not an update, I'm going to have to revert. I'm sure we'll figure it all out. But that'll all be for the next episode. Let me know what you think about the new update. Let me know if you think it's broken. Let me know if you think it's workable. I'm not sure right now, but hopefully we'll fix it before we get the next episode. And I really want to continue with this. But all I can really say until then is comments in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.